What's Deja's password?
DEJA, Deja 0331.
0331?
Yeah.
Alright, I got you. Words.
Are we live on this?
Yep.
Just about set to get started with Game 2 here in San Jose. Leading off the top of the first for the Eagles, the center fielder, Nevaeh Harry. Avery Mitnick takes the mound. First pitch of the game is bunted, popped up. Deja gives chase, but it'll land foul. No balls, one strike. And we're underway here in Game 2. First pitch at 2:17. First pitch, 2:17 p.m. Game time temperature of 67 degrees, an absolutely perfect day. Not a cloud in the sky. 0-1 pitch is swung on and popped up. Shallow right, Jaden Vi going out, and she dropped it. And now Harry going for second to throw. Not in time. The ball was dropped by Smith at short. And that's a nightmarish start for San Jose. A pop-up that was playable ends up becoming a two-bagger. Batting second, the second baseman, Emma Murphy. So Emma Murphy stands in with a runner in scoring position, and away we go here in Game 2. We got action right away. First pitch is in there for a called strike. Angela Nori is the home plate umpire here in Game 2, flipped from the field position. The field umpire in Game 2 is Nicole Alameda. Oh, 1, here it is. A half swing, kind of a slash bunt, if you will, and it goes foul. And it's 0-2. It wasn't mentioned in the pregame intro before Game 1, but Kayla Rooney is also with the Jaguar coaching staff today. Brittany Gutierrez is out today. This is off the outside for a ball, 1-2. So Kayla Rooney and Giselle Lewis do the honors as the assistants today. Natasha Sachdiva also out. 1-2. Swung on and fouled away. Jaguar defensive alignment here in Game 2. Shaman Davis in left, Aleki Ulu in center, and Bella Caruso-Kumiso is in right. Malia at third, Carissa at short, Jaden Vi at second, and Angie Chavria at first. Check swing on the 2-2, it's outside, and the count goes full, 3-2. So Avery Mitnick with some work to do here in the first inning. 3-2 count. Here it comes. Swung on and popped up. Deja, the catcher, makes the catch right in front of the plate on the dirt for out number 1. So that answers the final position in the Jags defensive alignment, and now Fullenwider will hit. Batting third, the first baseman, Maddie Fullenwider. So 1 out, a runner at second, and Fullenwider. Swing and a ball off the fists, right to second. Jaden Vi leaps up and makes the catch for out number 2. So a 1 pitch out off of Fullenwider, And that'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Shelby Flournoy. Batting fourth, the left fielder, Shelby Flournoy. Shelby Flournoy. Try saying that 5 times fast. First pitch. Swung on and popped, foul. Deja gets chased, dives, and she makes the catch. Deja Jimenez comes out of the squat and makes an athletic play to retire the side. So the leadoff double / E4, we don't quite know, from Nevaeh Harry, ends up being stranded at second base after 3 pop-ups. So we go to the last of the first. No score here in San Jose. Would you give that first play a hit or an error?
I would give it an error if it hit her glove. Do you think it hit her glove?
It did. It definitely hit her glove.
That's
That's the end of the inning for the Eagles. No runs, no hits, 1 runner left on base. Yep, they gave it an error. Cool. Good call. You got it right.
There we go.
Oh, it's backwards. Leading off the home half of the first, the catcher, Deja Jimenez. Home half of the first inning. Jaguars trying to go right back to work offensively after an 8-run output in game 1. First pitch is outside for a ball, 1-0 to Deja Jimenez. Jimenez, Venegas, Chavarria, Ma'ai, Alecki, and then Jaden Vai, Bella Caruso Comiso, Shaman Davis, Carissa Smith. That's the lineup in order. And the 1-0 pitch is on the outside corner for a called strike to Deja Jimenez. It's 1-1. Deja fouled out to the first baseman, struck out looking, and hit a 2-run double. In game 1 here, she lines a base hit up the middle, and Harry gets over into the alley to cut it off. A strong throw in. And a leadoff single. The third baseman, Malia Venegas. First pitch to Malia is to the backstop. Deja's going to get second for free. She takes a wide turn. No throw from Wolf. And runner at second now, so runner in scoring position. The pitcher for the Eagles is Ashley Fair. Oh, check that. It's Faulk. Ashley Faulk. Here's one on the ground to second. It's picked up and thrown to first by Murphy. And over to third goes Jimenez. So 1 out, and Angie Chavarria will hit. The first baseman, Angie Chavarria. First pitch to Angie is up high for a ball. And you'll see the adjustment from the very wide strike zone of Nicole Alameda to the strike zone of Angela Norrie. We'll get an idea of what Norrie's strike zone looks like, but it has to be smaller than Alameda's. Alameda's strike zone in game 1 was massive. And Angie fouls one off the screen behind the plate. It's 1 ball and 1 strike. And the hitters know. That's why you didn't see any hitters arguing with the umpire. The hitters know, if the umpire's got a big strike zone, don't complain about it. You just adjust to it. There's quite a few looking strikeouts in game one for both teams. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here it comes. That's outside. The curveball. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. Runner at third is Deja Jimenez with 1 out. The 2-1 pitch is hit in the air to right field, down the line and out of play. As this hits the netting in that right field corner. So the count goes to 2-2 on Angie Chavarria. Angie walked in her first plate appearance in game one, and then she hit a triple into the right field corner off the glove of a diving right fielder, and then she doubled later in the same inning, at long third inning. Here's a line drive caught at third base, and a nice play by Grace Hubbard at third. So 2 outs, runners will stay, and it'll be Ma'ai Ulu. The designated player, Ma'ai Ulu. First pitch is swung on and slashed foul off the first base line. One and 0. Deja at third with 2 outs. A ball in the dirt could be a run. Another thing to be aware of. Here's a ground ball to second, hit hard, but fielded by Murphy. Throw to full and wider on the bag, and that'll retire the side. Deja's leadoff single gets stranded out there after a few ground balls. We go to the second inning. No score here in San Jose. That's the end of the inning for the Jaguars. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 runner left on base. At the end of 1. Shortstop, Shyla Mead. First pitch to Shyla Mead is a called strike to lead off the top of the second. No score here in game 2. Jags won game 1 in 5 innings by a score of 9-1. The 0-1 pitch is up and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch is in there for a called strike. It's 1-2. Avery Mitnick deals. It is just off the outside. It's a really, really good pitch, a good spot, and a good frame job. That's a strike in game one for sure. And that's the difference. You'll see that throughout the game. So this game should take a little longer. 2-2. Popped up on the infield. Jaden Vi will play it on the hop. The throw to first is late. Meade beats it out. And that'll be an infield single. She just kind of popped it in the no man's land. It was a tough play for everybody involved, so that'll be a hit.
The third baseman, Grace Hubbard.
So Grace Hubbard will stand in with a runner at first and nobody out. Squares around to bunt. Bunts one that was a really dangerous play. Man, really glad she got that bunt down. That had face masks written all over it. So a routine sacrifice bunt. The out is recorded from Malia Venegas to Jaden Vi covering the bag. 1 out.
The starting pitcher, Ashley Falk.
So Falk stands in, first plate appearance of the day, and takes one in the dirt. 1 ball, no strikes. Runner at second base with 1 out. The 1-0 is swung on way late. Strike 1. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 on. Here it comes. That's called a strike. Ooh, I didn't hear a grunt from the umpire, but I saw the fist go up late. So strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes. Here it comes. That one misses, not by much, and it's 2-2. So we got the defensive alignment for the Eagles. We'll give that to you next inning. The Jags defensive alignment, we gave that to you already. I'm still trying to put together the game sheet. Swung on and missed, strike 3. And down goes Grace Hubbard. So that's out number 1. Check that, out number 2. That was Ashley Falk on the strikeout. And that'll bring up Shea Totten.
The designated player, Shea Totten.
Popped up near the catcher. Deja makes the catch. And for the second inning in a row, the inning ends on a pop-up to the catcher. So that'll retire the side. Onward to the bottom of the second. No score in San Jose. First pitch to Aleki Ulu is up and away for ball 1. And it's the bottom of the second inning here in San Jose. Ashley Faulk back to work for College of the Siskiyous. Alecki takes a strike, and it's 1-1. The defensive alignment. Flournoy, Shelby Flournoy is in left. Harry is in center, and Hashowski is in right. Grace Hubbard at third, Shyla Mead at short. Murphy's at second, and Colin Wider at first. Here's one crushed out to deep left. D. Alecki Ulu, the first home run of the year for the Jaguars. And they're on the board first. It's 1-0 here in San Jose. Alecki Ulu's first collegiate home run and the first home run from the Jaguars this year brings up Jaden Vi.
The second baseman, Jaden Vi.
What a swing of the bat that was from Alecki Ulu. That first pitch is a curveball that spins just off the outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Tough that the first home run of the year was one with the bases empty. Electrifying swing of the bat from Alecki Ulu. Man, 1-0. Lined into right, hit well, and past the outstretched arm of Hashowski. Vi is going to head for second. She's going to get the stop sign and drop anchor. Back-to-back extra base hits to lead off the second for the Jags. It's a double for Jaden Vi.
The right fielder, Bella Comiso.
So time is called by Faulk, and something's not right. She's looking into the dugout, just trying to get the right sign. So Bella will stand back in, Bella CC. First pitch is outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Jags dugout has some life now after the home run by Ulu and the double by Vi. One-0. Good frame job. Nice job by Abby Wolf. A called strike. It's 1-1. Wolf has shown some really, really good signs behind the plate. The ability to frame and steal some strikes. Done a solid job blocking. 1-1. That curveball's a very late called strike by Angela Norrie, the home plate umpire. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. The wind has stopped. The flag is just hanging there in center field.
And it's getting a little hot.
1-2 pitch. Swung on and popped up, shallow center. Screaming at it is Harry. She runs in and makes the catch. She had to alert the second baseman going out. That was Murphy to clear the way. Clear the runway. 1 gone here in the second inning.
The left fielder, Shaman Davis.
Shaman Davis, first pitch. Squared up to bunt, pulls it back and takes a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. There is going to be a significant amount of movement on the defense every pitch. Vi at second can get as big a lead as she wants. There's nobody anywhere near the bag. Shortstop's got the best chance to cover third. Davis takes a strike. So on every pitch, you're seeing the right fielder come in from shallow right center to cover second base. Shortstop's running to cover third. Everybody else holds position. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jaden Vi at second with a run in on the Aleki Ulu home run. The pitch. That pitch is very similar to the last one that was called a strike. It's a ball, 2 balls, 1 strike. And I said that to say that I don't think the 1-0 pitch was a strike. I think all 3 pitches in the at-bat have been balls, but that's neither here nor there. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss by Davis, and it's 2-2. He swung right over the top of that one. Davis, 2-2 pitch. Swung on and flipped over foul into the no man's land area behind third base. Short, third base, and left field all gave chase, but no play. Davis way off the plate. Now Faulk is ready. Here's the 2-2. Swung on it, missed strike 3. And Davis goes down swinging for out number 2. And that'll bring up Carissa Smith.
The shortstop, Carissa Smith.
First pitch to Carissa Smith is a strike on the outside corner at the knees. It's 0-1. Wind picking up a little bit, blowing towards that left field corner. Man, we could sure use a breeze in the broadcast booth. Man, it's a hot one here today. 0-1. Check swing, and it is fouled away, and very fortunate. That was popped up into a playable position for Abby Wolf. She just never saw the ball. So the Jags catch a break there. And Carissa Smith with an opportunity, got to protect with 2 strikes. Still in an RBI opportunity. A base hit is a run with a 2-out jump that Jaden Vi is going to get. The pitch. In there, strike 3 called. That was there on that inside corner, and the side is retired. So home run, double, and then a pop-up and 2 strikeouts to get through that bottom 3 of the order. We go to the 3rd inning. The Jags have a 1-0 lead on Aleki Ulu's solo home run here in San Jose. I like those chords. All right, here we go. Music.
Leading off the top of the 3rd for the Eagles, the catcher, Abby Wolf.
Abby Wolf takes a strike to lead off the top of the 3rd as Avery Mitnick is back to work for San Jose. The 0-1 is swung and fouled off the mask of Angela Nuri, the home plate umpire. Time is called, and Coach Rudy's going to go check on her. She says she's good. And now Coach is going to call time just to buy some time for Angela Norrie. That's very nice. So the game will pause momentarily just to give Angela a second to kind of unrattle the cage a little bit. Looks like Angela's ready. That's well done. That's very well done by John Cox over there coaching third. Here's the 0-2. Swung on and missed strike 3. And out is Abby Wolf for out number 1.
The center fielder, Nevaeh Harry.
Second strikeout for Avery Mitnick. Harry swings and hits one off the fist foul off the first base line. To lead off the game, Harry popped one into shallow right center. Jaden Vi gave chase. Bella and Alecki coming in from the outfield couldn't get there in time to call her off, and she heeled it in the palm of her glove and couldn't squeeze it. This 0-1 pitch is off the glove of Jimenez into the backstop. 1 ball, 1 strike. One. Swung on and popped up. On the infield, Angie calls it and squeezes it right in front of Deja Jimenez coming down the line. That's out number 2. 2 gone here in the top of the third, and that'll bring up Emma Murphy.
The second baseman, Emma Murphy.
First pitch to Emma Murphy is across the letters and swung on and missed. It's 0-1. Murphy popped up to Deja Jimenez back in the first inning. That was the first out of the game. There's a strike on the outside corner, and it's 0-2. That was a very good pitch by Mitnick. Paralysis pitch. We've talked about that in prior broadcasts, just painting one on that outside corner with movement makes it very tough for the hitter to pull the trigger. 0-2 pitch. This one's high and outside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. The best time to use that is to backdoor someone with that pitch in a 2-strike count, and that's what makes it hard for a hitter to pull the trigger, but in a 2-strike count, you kind of have to. It's a paralysis pitch. 1-2. In the dirt, and it's 2-2. Mitnick has given up a single, and that is it so far for the Eagles. 2-2. Swung on and popped up. Third base side, Malia gives chase. She runs out of room, as this one would have been a really tough play along the fence had she leaped up for it. And that would have been really, it would have been tremendous if she had come away with it. That was a really tough play. So it'll stay 2-2 on Emma Murphy. Batting from the left side, bases empty, 2 outs. Jags lead it 1-0 here in the top of the third. Here it comes. Swung on and fouled back to the screen, so we'll reset and do it again. Defense is still the same all the way around. Mitnick ready with the 2-2. Here it comes. Swung on and hit well to right field. Bella's going to give chase, and it is fair down the right field line. Bella's going to pick it up. Murphy's going to turn and head for third. We got to play at third. The throw by Jaden is wide, backed up by Mitnick, and now she's going to pick it up and head for home. There's no throw, and in to score is Emma Murphy. So Emma Murphy scores on what ends up being a triple and a 1-base error. And that'll bring up Fullenwider. A Little League home run ties the game.
The first baseman, Maddie Fullenwider.
This pitch misses, not by much. It's called a ball. Here's a ground ball towards short. Smith's got it in the hole. Throw is in time to get full and wider. And now to retire the side. So a triple on a one-base error, tie the game. We move to the bottom of the third. It's 1-1 here in San Jose.
That's the end of the inning for the Eagles. 1 run, 1 hit.
First pitch to Deja is on the ground to third. Grace Hubbard picks it up and throws Deja out. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the third.
The third baseman, Malia Venegas.
Corners are going to come in. The whole infield comes in. And there's a ball up and away to Malia Venegas. Malia grounded out to second base. Murphy. Swinging a foul off the third baseline. Out of play. And it's 1-1. The 1-1 to Malia is on the ground. Shyla Meads got it at short. A jump throw. She came off the bag, and Malia beat it out. She made that throw on the run. It'll be a throwing error on Mead. It's a E5, and Malia reaches.
The first baseman, Angie Chavarria.
So time is called. And coach is going to discuss it with Angie and Malia and Ma'ai, who's in the on-deck circle, and Coach Kayla, who was down the first base line. They're talking it over. So it's 1-1 here in the third. Bottom half of the third inning. Jags have a runner at first with 1 out. And their number 3 hitter in the batting order, Angie Chavarria, will hit with Ma'ai on deck and Alecki in the hole.
I'm not even going to try this. It's a regulation.
Here's a line drive caught at third by Grace Hubbard. Throw back to first, not in time. And that's twice that Angie Chavarria has hit a line drive right at Grace Hubbard. Wow.
The designated player, Ma'ai Ulu.
My eye pops one up back towards us. Play for Wolf. Oh. No, in and out of the glove. And that's going to give new life to Ulu. Now look, if you're a fan of this game, you have seen catchers, first baseman, third baseman, and the like drop the ball in foul territory, and the ensuing pitch or in the ensuing pitches, damage is done. This, you have got to make them pay for this. You got to. This has got to come back to haunt them. Big spot for Ulu. The pitch. Swung on and lined into the right center field gap, and that's going to get down. Venegas is going to round third, and she's going to score. It's a long RBI single. Ma'ai Ulu makes them pay. And the error on cue comes back to haunt them. That's tough. Should have been out number 3, ends up being a run. That's an unearned run.
The center fielder, Aleki Ulu.
Yeah, that's a backbreaker in a 1-run game. In a tie game, that's tough. So Wolf's going to have to wear that one. So Aleki hits. She's 1 for 1 with a solo job. This one is a curveball outside, 1 ball, no strikes. A lot of home runs out of that 22 jersey the last few seasons between Aleki Ulu and Dre Martinez, a former Jag, who's currently playing at Cal State East Bay, hitting home runs for them too. Just an awesome softball player. 1-0 pitch. Is up high, 2-0. More and more great play out of that jersey here in San Jose. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Two-0 pitch. Here it comes. That's inside corner, called a strike. Very good pitch. And it's 2-1. Deja hit a ground ball to third on the first pitch of the inning. Malia reached on an error. Angie hit a line drive right at Grace Hubbard. And then Ma'ai survived an error by the catcher. And this one's a pass ball right through the glove of Wolf. And down to second goes Ulu. And now a runner in scoring position. So Aleki going to try to trade places with her twin. 3 balls, 1 strike. She's in the driver's seat. Here's the 3-1. Swung on and missed. 3-2. She was swinging for it. So the count's full now on Ulu. 3-2. Here's a pitch. It's up for ball 4. So Ulu at second, Ulu at first, and the batter is Jaden Vi.
The second baseman, Jaden Vi.
That's how it goes for home run hitters. They get walked in their next plate appearance. First pitch to Vi. Swung on and hit high and deep down the left field line. This is going to go out of play off the facing of that batting cage down the left field line. And it's no balls, 1 strike. A long, loud strike 1. Vi hit a double over the head of the right fielder, Mariah Hashowski. Here's the 0-1. Outside, no go from the runners, 1 ball, 1 strike. Normal depth from the outfielders, a little bit of a shade in the left center field from Nevaeh Harry in center field. Interesting considering the location of Jaden's last hit. Here's a base hit up the middle. Are they going to send Ulu? No. Coach is going to give her the stop sign, and a good thing. Harry's throw was up the line a little bit, but it was a strong one. Nevaeh Harry has played very, very well in center field throughout the day. So now the bases are loaded for Bella Caruso Comiso.
The right fielder, Bella Caruso Comiso.
First pitch is outside, ball one. So this becomes a huge at-bat. I mean, it is naturally, but you fall behind 0-1. You have nowhere to put her, and it's a one-run game. You don't want to go walking in extra runs and making your offense's job harder. They've already struggled to hit today. 1-0. Line drive, base hit up the middle. Oh, no, it's going to hang in the air. And Nevaeh Harry comes in and makes the catch. That was smoked. It was a really hard-hit ball, but it hung up just long enough for Harry to get there and put it away. So the Jags do get one on the Ma'ai Ulu long single after they dropped out by the catcher, Abby Wolf. We go to the fourth inning. The Jaguars 2 and the Eagles 1. Shelby Flournoy pops the first pitch foul and out of play off the left field line. It's 0-1. The game is moving along. Avery Mitnick back to work for San Jose. There's a strike on the inside corner, and it's 0-2. Here it comes. Swung on and popped up. Avery's going to put this one away herself, and that's out number 1.
The shortstop, Shyla Mead.
Shyla Mead. First pitch. In there for a called strike. Oh, check that. It's a ball. Don't look like a strike from here. Look pretty good from over here. But I'm not the home plate umpire. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's a ground ball foul. Malia's going to squeeze it in foul territory. It's strike 1. Shyla Mead hit a single to lead off the second. But she did not come around to score. That's on the outside corner, strike 2 called. One and two. Here it comes. Ooh, Mead wanted to, but she takes the pitch out the eyes. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two and two with Grace Hubbard on deck. The pitch. She started to go after it and held up. Good job by Mead to not chase that one. That was another pitch at the letters. And it's 3 and 2 now. So Mitnick's going to have to come into the zone here. The pitch. That's down low, ball 4. So good at bat from Meade. She works the walk, and that'll bring up Grace Hubbard.
The third baseman, Grace Hubbard.
First pitch to Hubbard is a called strike. It was a low one. It was a pitcher-friendly strike, but called a strike nonetheless, and it's 0-1. Meade at first, 1 out. Here's a ball popped up. Malia's got it. She squeezes it for out number 2, so easy put out there. 2 gone, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Ashley Falk.
The pitcher, Ashley Falk.
Ashley Falk struck out. Here takes a strike right down Broadway. It's 0-1. Some of the pitches that are being taken for strikes are absolute meatballs. 0-1. Runner goes. No throw from Jimenez. It'll be a steal for Shyla Meade. So Meade reaches second base for the second time today. She doubled in game 1. 1-1. Squares around to bunt and bunts it foul back to the screen. It's 1-2 now. A bunt attempt with 2 outs. Interesting decision. One-two pitch. Fouled straight back to the screen. She was on that one. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. One-two. On the ground towards the middle. Carissa Smith cuts it off. Throws to first. Perfect. In time to retire the side. The sure-handed Carissa Smith, that shortstop, puts that one away to move on to the 4th inning. To the bottom of the 4th, I should say. Jaguars 2, Eagles 1. Bottom of the 4th, Shamon Davis. A bunt attempt and bunts it foul. And it's no balls, 1 strike. Shamon Davis struck out in her first plate appearance of this game. She did have a very effective game 1. Here she runs up and takes a ball in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Davis in game one singled and walked. Once the score was out of hand, she was replaced by Yuvia Limon. Here's a slash, and it's foul. And a diving attempt by Shelby Flournoy down the left field line. Couldn't quite come up with it, but great effort. So now Shamon Davis going to have to battle with 2 strikes. This pitch is hit to center for Harry, who will square up and put it away. Had that one played perfectly for out number 1.
The shortstop, Carissa Smith.
First pitch to Smith is away. 1 ball, no strikes. Carissa Smith was rung up on a pitch on the inside corner to end the 2nd inning. Here, she hits that same pitch, and it is caught! And a nice play, Grace Hubbard. When she had initially scooped it off, it started to roll out of her glove, and she put the other hand out to squeeze it. That was an incredible play by Grace Hubbard for out number 2. Man.
The catcher, Deja Jimenez.
That was spectacular. First pitch to Jimenez is dropped by the catcher. It was off the outside for a ball. 1-0. Deja's 1 for 2. She singled to lead off the home half of the first, was stranded after a couple of ground balls. This one's a ball across the plate above the belt. It's 2-0. In her second plate appearance, she had a ground ball to Hubbard on the first pitch of the inning and was thrown out. Here's the 2-0. Line drive, base hit, and cut off in left center field by Shelby Flournoy. Good defensive play. And it'll be a single, the second of the game for Deja Jimenez.
The third baseman, Malia Venegas.
Sounds like a bunch of ghosts are trying to sing this song.
I know.
We got some speaker issues, technical difficulties in the ballpark today. Anytime Steve misses, something goes wrong.
In this case, a lot.
And it's not even his fault this time. That's the thing. Like I can't even blame Steve for this. The speakers are jacked up. Because you know me, man. I blame Steve for everything. Hey, man, what's going on with it? Oh, that was Steve. How come the mics ain't right? Oh, that was Steve. First pitch is fouled back to the screen. So 0-1 to Malia Venegas. Runner at first with 2 outs. See if the top of this Jags order can get some 2-out magic going here. Runner goes. The throw is late. About an hour and a half late. Deja was about to start her slide by the time Wolf started throwing the ball. That was late. So a clean steal. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner in scoring position, 2 outs. The pitch. That's outside, and it's 2 balls, 1 strike. The athletic director, Lamel Harris, has joined us at the field today. Busy day for him. Got a lot going on. Been a real busy season for him. Here's a ground ball at second, fielded by Murphy. Jump throw to first. Nice play to retire the side. So the Jags do get a base runner in scoring position, but they do not score. We go to the 5th inning. It's 2-1, San Jose.
That's the end of the inning for the Jaguars. No runs, 1 hit, 1 runner left on base. At the end of 4, the Jaguars 2, the Eagles 1.
Yo, why does this sound exactly like how it sounds when you like drink and smoke in GTA? And the screen turns green, and the music in your apartment.
Blurry when you try to drive, bro.
Yeah, the music in your apartment sounds exactly like this. A little echo.
That'd be freaking me out, man.
I know. I need a different song that's gonna do this. This one works.
See, real good. All right, here we go.
Leading off the top of the 5th for the Eagles, the designated player, Shea Totten.
Shea Totten to lead off the top of the 5th. Avery Mitnick back to work, and the first pitch is off the inside and a little bit low for ball 1. Back in the 2nd inning, Shea Totten popped up, and Deja Jimenez, for the 2nd inning in a row, ended the inning with a nice play out of the catcher's position, catching that pop-up. The 1-0 is popped into shallow left. Coming in is Davis. She circles around it and makes the catch for out number 1.
The catcher, Abby Wolf.
So Avery Mitnick will go to work against Abby Wolf with 1 out and the bases empty here in the top of the 5th. Jags have a 2-1 lead. Pitch is a little bit outside with the curveball. It's 1-0. If you're just joining us, the runs were scored early. Aleki Ulu solo home run in the 2nd. A Little League home run from Emma Murphy in the 3rd. And that pitch is a called strike. It's 1-1. And then Ma'ai Ulu, after the catcher dropped what was a sure 3rd out, crunched one into the gap in right center to drive in the 2nd run. Here's one hit in the air to shallow center. Aleki coming in, and she makes the running catch. And that's out number 2. 2 gone, and we're back to the top of the order with Nevaeh Harry.
The center fielder, Nevaeh Harry.
Harry is 0 for 2 as she swings and fouls one back above us and out of play. 0-1. Harry popped up to Jaden Vi, and she healed it, turned into a 2-base error. That was to lead off the game, but she was stranded. And then she popped out to Angie Chavaria at first. And here takes a ball, 1 strike. Outfielder's playing pretty deep. 1-1 pitch. Swung on and popped up. Shallow center. Going out is Vi. She will square around and make the catch for out number 3. They go in order in the top of the 5th with 3 pop-ups. We go to the bottom of the 5th. A 2-1 lead for San Jose.
That's the end of the inning for the Eagles. No runs, no hits, no runners left on base.
pitch to Chavarria was called a ball. This one is lined down the right field line. Fair ball. This is trouble. She's going to hit the bag and head for second. She's going to drop anchor at second. A good play in right field by Mariah Hashowski to get that ball in quickly. And that's a leadoff double for Angie Chavarria. So before we announce my eye, we got some changes here, probably a pinch runner. Angie, that's the first ball that she's hit in this game that's gotten down. She had 25 for 3 is Isabella Garcia.
The designated player, Ma'ai Ulu.
First pitch is a curveball up and away. 1 ball, no strikes. Ulu, in her last plate appearance, popped up to the catcher, who did the pop-up dance behind the plate and dropped the ball. And then that gave Ulu new life with 2 outs, and she crushed one into the right center field gap that drove in the 1-run difference in this game. Here she skies one into left center. Coming in is Shelby Flournoy, and all the way to the infield, and she makes the catch. And that's out number 1.
The center fielder, Aleki Ulu.
And now time is called as they introduce Aleki Ulu. And I'm not sure if they're making the pitching change or not. Looks like they are. So it will be a pitching change. That'll be it for Ashley Falk. Got to give her credit. Jags mercy ruled them in game 1, and she kept them off the board for the most part here in game 2. Excellent job from Falk. So her day will come to an end, and the new pitcher is going to be Abigail Marinas. And
Outsource possibly.
so we'll take the break while Abby Marinas gets warmed up. 2-1 in the 5th. Picking up here, new pitcher Abby Marinas is in. She's got 1 out and a runner in scoring position and facing Aleki Ulu. And the first pitch hits her. How about that? How about that for a welcome to the game? That's going to send Isabella Garcia back to second, but Ulu gets first, and Jaden Vi will be the hitter.
The second baseman, Jaden Vi.
So there you go. Aleki Ulu's 2 plate appearances after the homer, a walk, and getting hit by a pitch. There's a called strike to Vi, and it's 0-1. That's their way of saying we have a hard time pitching to you. Jaden Vi has doubled and singled. She's 2 for 2 here in game 2. 0-1 pitch, here it is. That's in the dirt. And it's 1-1. There are 3 Isabellas on this team. Man. 1-1 pitch. Here it comes. And that's on the corner. Strike 2 called. Bella Caruso Comiso is in the on-deck circle. 1 out. Runners at first and second. 1-2 to Jaden Vi. Here it comes. On the ground. Squeezed by Hubbard. She'll step on the bag to get the lead runner. What an incredible third base being played by Grace Hubbard here today. She's been all over the place.
The right fielder, Bella Caruso Comiso.
In the dirt to the backstop, right through Wolf, and both runners will advance. And that could play a huge role in this baseball. And check this, the softball game. That's huge. A base hit, 2 runs, and that would make it a 4-1 game with the late innings looming large. And the Eagles are running out of outs. First, the next pitch is in the dirt. It is ball 2. See if Bella can give one a ride here. 2-0. Up and in, 3-0. You have the open base and Shaman Davis on deck. So we'll see if they throw Bella anything here. I wouldn't throw anything close. Rio. It is ball 4, just a little bit low. So Bella reaches on the walk, and they're loaded for Shaman Davis. So, and Coach Reed is going to call Shaman back. And it's going to be Bella Jean. So, time is called. Looks like, oh wow. Okay, so they're going to send Abigail Marinas back to the dugout, and they're bringing Ashley Falk back. Interesting. So I meant just moments ago, I mentioned that there are 3 Bellas on this team. Isabella Garcia was the one on the bases. Bella Caruso Comiso just walked. And now Bella Gianbruno is going to hit with the bases loaded.
This is how we do. Nobody do it like we do it, so jealous of love. This is
Pinch hitting for the Jaguars, Bella Gianbruno.
This is how we do. Nobody do it like we do it, so jealous of love.
Bella G with the bases loaded. And Bella called time got tired of waiting on Ashley Faulk. So Ashley Faulk back into the game. Let's see what she does with the bases loaded. 2 outs and Bella G. There's a called strike. Big spot for Bella G right here. The pitch on the ground, fielded by Meade. Show underhand flip to second. Murphy covering, and that'll retire the side. And a rough day for Bella G continues at the plate. Bases loaded, they leave them loaded and do not score. We go to the 6th inning, the late innings here in San Jose. What do we got? 1.
The second baseman, Emma Murphy.
So Emma Murphy stands in and takes a ball to lead off the top of the 6th. Here's a swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. Murphy tied the game in the top of the 3rd with a triple into the right field corner that turned out to be a Little League homer after an error by Jaden Vi. Here's a bunt just out of the reach of Deja Jimenez, and that's strike 2. Some news from the National Hockey League. The San Jose Sharks have traded Tomas Hertl to the Vegas Golden Knights for David Edstrom and the Knights' 2025 first-round pick. Here's a line drive into right. Coming in is Ashley Skipper into the game to replace Bella Caruso-Comiso, and she makes the catch for out number 1.
The first baseman, Maddie Fullenwider.
So 1 out, and it's Fullenwider, who's had a relatively quiet day. First pitch is a called strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. Fullenwider in the first game struck out looking, was hit by a pitch, and here in game 2, she hit a line drive to Jaden Vi and is grounded out to Carissa Smith. 0-1 is popped up into shallow right. It's going to be a tough play. Jaden Vi, this is going to land fair. That's a hit. There was some confusion down the left field line. They didn't think it was a fair ball, but it looked like it landed fair from over here. That was a tough play, really well placed by Fullenwider. So that's a single, and that'll bring up Flournoy.
The left fielder, Shelby Flournoy.
All right, well, you got a base runner. You got to figure it out. They didn't like the call. It's a single for Fullenwider, and now Flournoy, who is 0 for 2. Here she fouls one back towards us. It's 0-1. Flournoy was hit by a pitch and singled in game 1 out of the 8th spot of the batting order, and they moved her all the way up to 4 here in game 2. And she has popped out to Deja Jimenez and has popped out to Avery Mitnick. The 0-1 is across the letters for a ball, 1 strike. Much smaller crowd here today than some of the crowds we've seen in the last couple weeks with West Valley in town, with Redwoods in town. 1-1. On the ground to short, this could be a pair. Smith to second for 1, fly back to first, not in time. And it's beat out on the back end by Flournoy, so a fielder's choice. 2 outs, and the batter is Shyla Mead.
The shortstop, Shyla Mead.
I know, bro. I know. Long day here at the yard. First pitch. Bunt, pulled it back, runner goes. The throw down is there. The tag. She's out. And the side is retired, and they effectively take the bat right out of Shyla Mead's hand. And hopping off the bag with a little bit of a hitch in the giddy-up is Shelby Flournoy. I think that was supposed to be a play put on, and they just didn't execute. But either way, the side is retired. We go to the last of the 6th. Jag's going to try to add some insurance runs. It's 2-1.
That's the end of the inning for the Eagles. No runs, 1 hit, no runners left on base.
No strikes, and Smith hits one in the air to left, hits it pretty well. Flournoy going back, does the pop-up dance, and on the warning track puts it away. Carissa Smith gives it a ride, but it's out number 1, and that'll bring up Deja Jimenez.
The catcher, Deja Jimenez.
That's an F7. So an F7 for Carissa Smith is out number 1, and Deja squares around to bunt, pulls it back, and takes a called strike, and it's 0-1. They're going to stick with Ashley Falk. So I guess the Abigail Marinas thing was just for a hitter or two. I wasn't sure what went wrong that required her to come out of the game. 0-1. It is a called strike. It's 0-2. Good movement on that pitch from Falk. 0-2 on Deja Jimenez. The swing and a foul back to the screen. And it stays 0-2. Defense playing normal depth for Deja Jimenez. She stung a couple of balls pretty well today. See if she can punch the gap here. 0-2. On the ground, up the middle, base hit. Good cutoff by the center fielder, Nevaeh Harry.
The third baseman, Malia Venegas.
That's Deja's 3rd single of the game. She's 3 for 4. Jags would like some insurance runs here with the 7th inning looming. First pitch to Malia Venegas is across the letters for a ball, 1-0. Malia has reached on an error, and she's grounded out to second twice. She's 0 for 3. With Angie Chavarria on deck. And my apologies to Carissa Smith. I had called out Angie's name on the PA mic to start the inning. Here's one into center. This is going to go over the head of Nevaeh Harry and all the way to the wall. Deja's going to score with ease. It's going to be a double for Malia Venegas as Harry got there and picked it up and got it back in very efficiently. An RBI double, and there's your insurance run. It's 3-1. Malia Venegas with a shot.
The first baseman, Angie Chavarria.
RBI double for Malia Venegas here in the 6th. That's clutch. So Angie stands in, batting from the right side, has hit 2 line drives right at Grace Hubbard at third. And here hits a ground ball up the middle into center field, base hit. Harry's going to come up firing. This is going to be a play at the plate. And safe is Malia Venegas. Angie will take second on the throw home. And they've traded places. It's 4-1. Back-to-back RBI base hits for the Jags. And they've opened it up a little bit.
The designated player, Ma'ai Ulu.
Sick and tired of my brothers killing each other. Sick and tired of daddies leaving babies with their mothers. When a man that wants to play around and play around. There's a party you can man enough to stay around. Sick and tired of the church talking religion.
Now we have a whole bunch of discussion going on. I was going to let this ride out with the music, but they're discussing something. The umpire, Angela Nuri, the home plate umpire, and Coach Rooney. And Coach John Cox of the Eagles is over on the right side, just kind of waiting for an explanation. And the players look like they're kind of waiting on whatever Coach Cox is waiting on. So this pause could take a while. They should have put this song on. They should not have put this song on. You know what? We're going to take a break. We'll be back in a moment. technical difficulties have been squared away. The Jags batted out of order. It was a technicality because they didn't re-enter Angie Chavarria after the pinch run from Isabella Garcia. So she's out, and the runner will go back to second. So it's 3-1, not 4-1. And we will see what Mai does. And she takes a ball in the dirt, 1 ball, no strikes. So Mai Ulu with a runner at second, and the runner is Malia Venegas had she had to go back. Here's the pitch. On the ground, Shyla Mead picks it up at short. It's got plenty of time and throws out Mai to retire the side. So the Jags take a 2-run lead, a 3-1 lead into the final frame. Eagles are running out of outs. They got to figure something out. It's 3-1.
We just played this one out.
That's the end of the inning for the Jaguars. 1 run, 2 hits, and 1 runner left on base. At the end of 6, Jaguars 3, Eagles 1.
It's very difficult to do. It's going to take a long time. If we can get it figured out, we can. If not, bruh, they're fine. They know the score.
Yeah, I'm gonna figure it out.
What do we got, Angela?
0-0. The GP is going in playing first base.
Copy that.
Now that we
Thank you. All right, go ahead and kill the music.
Leading off the 7th inning for the Eagles, the shortstop, Shyla Mead.
Give them a reminder, score 3-1. So they know it. They're reading the board.
For those reading the board, the score, the Jaguars 3, the Eagles 1.
First pitch to Shyla Mead is a called strike.
Fix it.
So Mead will hit to lead off the 7th. Eagles need 2 to tie to keep this game going, 3 to take the lead. The 0-1 pitch is down low and inside, and it's 1-1 as the catcher's throw back is launched into center field. 1 ball, 1 strike. 5, 6, 7 hitters due up in this inning. Shyla Mead, Grace Hubbard, and Ashley Falk. They've got to get this thing going. That pitch is called a ball, low and inside, 2-1. Shyla Mead on the day has reached twice. She's singled and 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here it comes. Swung on and popped up. This is going to go back and out of play. That's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here it comes. On the ground, foul on the third base line. And oh, he tried to make a play over there. Coach Cox. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here it is. On the ground, Malia Venegas at third. Picks it up, throws to first in time to get Mead. And that's out number 1. Eagles down to their final 2 outs, and the batter is Grace Hubbard.
The third baseman, Grace Hubbard.
First pitch is a called strike. It's 0-1. On Grace Hubbard. Hubbard is 0 for 1. Had a sac bunt earlier in the game. Takes one off the outside, 1-1 here. Back in the second inning, Shyla Mead hit a single and Grace Hubbard sac bunted her over. And then in the fourth inning, she popped out to Malia Venegas. Here's a line drive. Fair ball down the left field line. Hubbard is going to pull into second with a double. She's going to head for third. The throw is there. The tag. She's out! Malia Venegas with steps right over her. What a play by Shaman Davis, getting that ball out of the corner. And the relay got the ball to Malia Venegas, out number 2. Risky, risky play in a 2-run game in the last inning. You got to drop anchor at second there. That is a very risky play. But now 2 outs. And the batter for Falk is going to be, 11 for 6. It'll be Mariah Hashowski.
Thank you.
Pinch hitting for the Eagles. The right fielder, Mariah Hashowski.
The Mariah Hashowski fan club is here. So 2 outs. Hashowski is the last out for the Eagles. Got to get on base here to keep this game going. Runs up to bunt, pulls it back, and takes ball 1 in the dirt. It's 1-0. Pitch. She runs up, bunts at it, and misses, and it's 1-1. Gotta question the desire to bunt here. 2 outs, bases empty with the game on the line. Gonna bet on your speed? We'll see. 3-1. She gets the bunt down, and the ball hit her. Was she in the batter's box? If she wasn't, she's out. I think Coach thought she was out of the batter's box when it hit her. Yeah, this is where you need New York for the reviews, because I thought she was already on her way to the bag. Either way, down to their last strike are the Eagles. Avery Mitnick is ready. 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. And the ball game is over. And Avery Mitnick with the complete game, allowing only 1 run, a run that, quite frankly, could have been avoided. It was an unearned run on an error. Excellent job in the circle by Avery Mitnick. An excellent job by the Jaguars all the way around, offense, defense, and pitching. They did their jobs today, getting a 9-1 win in Game 1 and a 3-1 win here in Game 2. And for Coach Rooney, this is win number 899 in her career. 1 away from the magic number 900. She's well on her way with no signs of stopping anytime soon. The next game, Tuesday at 3 p.m. against College of San Mateo, the Bulldogs. It's going to be a tough one. But that win, we are calling it here. It's coming next week. Whether it's the Bulldogs or whether it's Cabrillo, it's coming next week. So look out for win number 900. Coach Rooney, congratulations on 899 wins as Jaguar head coach. And excellent job by the Jags today getting it done on both sides of the ball. And they did it. And they did it with really, really stellar defense all the way around throughout the day. A couple of errors that cost them the only 2 runs that they allowed throughout the day. But strong performances throughout. Coach Rooney, I'm sure, very proud of her team picking up 2 wins here today. All right, that'll do it here. Before we go, I do want to take a moment to give a shout out to the basketball team, the men's basketball team here at San Jose City College. A basketball playoff game tomorrow at 7, the NorCal Regional Final versus Yuba College. That's right. Your Jaguar men are in the playoffs, and they're fighting for a championship. So support them, 7 o'clock tomorrow, and keep your eyes peeled. Jaguar Athletics is on a mission with Lamel Harris at the helm on the 1s and 2s. He's making it happen for San Jose City College. Thanks again for joining us. The final score here